final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's low. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The Washington first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 48 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll run it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And 6.
Faking the give, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another day.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second and 8.
To throw again on second down. Darnold flushed out right. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
11 yards there, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Washington.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
20.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
7.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nick Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3.
3rd and 13.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Come on, fellas. Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Just a gain of it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Fuller there on the coverage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Sanders for the extra point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Let's 80. I got one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
13. 12.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Washington.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 31. Washington.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Niners' 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
This is brought in by Gibson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 55 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flushed out right. And he finds McLaurin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
1st and goal, Washington.
To the air again, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Coleman now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Washington.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll just about do it.